So what is going on in the markets today? What's going on, team? Johnny Trades back with another video, and today I want to dive into exactly what happened with the overall market. Um, we'll talk about my trade in just a minute. We are up 3%, which isn't too bad, but overall, QQQ basically selling, pushing up and then selling off all the way down to 593 and then recovering back to 601 in a very short amount of time. Now, if you know, or if you tuned in to our live day trading session this morning, you would have seen alongside our LTE team that we did make some trades today. We were very patient with the way we traded, and we actually shorted the high right here, which was amazing. So, with that said, why did the market sell off? Well, there is uncertainty in the market due to, of course, some news with Iran and the U.S. potentially basically wanting to fight. And then there was a news article that came out saying that Iran and America basically are not going to fight. So that actually reduced the uncertainty of the market, pushing it back up to 602 basically. And now, as you can see, after hours, it's at 601.17 after pushing up to 603.95, almost $604 for the overall NASDAQ market. Now, of course, there's going to be uncertainty when we're not sure about potential, upcoming wars with other countries. But when those actually get squashed, or you see a news article or a tweet come out basically saying, hey, we're not going to be fighting with you anymore, let's have peace, then of course the market will begin to recover. Now, another thing I want to showcase to you guys today is Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a really nice sell-off this morning at 7:30. We wanted this to sell off, and it actually did. This very aggressive dip right here was the trade we actually took today. We shorted Bitcoin by actually shorting MSTR right in this area, by identifying that it was overbought, that Bitcoin and QQQ were both selling off at the exact same time around that 730, 740, getting that nice downward potential. We were actually able to lock in a nice 3% profit. Now, of course, I would have loved this to have been a little bit more. Again, I sold way too freaking early. We'll go ahead and show the chart settings here. We did a really good job by buying and buying and then buying the dip and then selling at around $13.95 and $14 even. So we had about a $13.97 average sell. We locked in 3% profit, or about $20, and we only had about 50 shares. Now, 50 shares is nothing, guys. Usually I want to get in with 100 shares or more, as this would definitely have increased the potential to sell much higher. So from 13.55 up to 13.95, maybe even 97, I would say we did a great job locking in the 3%, or about 43 cents per share. What we could have done better was holding to that 1438 mark, doubling our profits to 6%, making about $40 on the day, or even adding into our position. But again, for all of you who tune into our live day trading sessions would know that sometimes it's all about just simply locking in profits. As I did trade this on Friday, and we went from being in the green to actually in the red, all within one move here. So at one point, and I could actually showcase that to you guys as well, that at one point we bought. We were up $20 on a very light position. I bought more to average down into that dip, and I sold down here, which resulted in about a $37 loss. So making 3% and losing 3% are two very different things, but right now we are showcasing signs of a little bit of upward momentum. So I do have my one lucky share of MSTZ currently. We did lock in 3% profit already. And if we bring up our trading tool here, the long position, I would love to potentially buy some more down at 1350. which would give us a nice support. If it drops down to 13, say 60, I would have a stop around 13.25 or about 2.5% of a stop loss for the potential for it to go back up to previous highs. I'd say of right around what was that? $15.63. So 15.63, which result in about a 15% profit. So I'll be risking about 2.5% to potentially make 15% profit. Now this also has to do with obviously the market beginning to sell off, Bitcoin continuing to sell off, and MSTR actually selling off as well. Now, MSTR pushed up to $135 and has continuously been selling off. It got rejected off of both of these moving averages. So I'm excited to see if this actually begins to sell off even more, which would be great for us in our potential to buy more shares, obviously, tomorrow morning. Now, I will be trading live tomorrow morning at market open, so you can definitely watch those live day trading sessions by clicking the first link in the description below. You will get access to our live day trading sessions every single day, which are only available to our LTE team. You also get access to our Learn to Earn lesson library, which will take you from knowing absolutely nothing about the market to being confident and comfortable taking your first trade and beginning to make profits more consistently in the stock market. You also get access to our Discord, which is growing very fast and rapidly. We have close to 1,000 members, so definitely consider joining. It is 100% free for right now, but we will be charging once we cross over 1,000 members, and it's going to be happening sooner than you guys think. So again, remember, it's all about risk management. It's all about knowing when to lock in profits and when to take advantage of positions when they do begin to push up. So with that said, I want to leave you with this one thought, okay? If QQQ can sell off to 593, then who's to say that this 605 resistance right at this moving average doesn't actually, stay as a resistance? It could stay as a resistance, and now we're seeing a new low of 593. We can ultimately see the markets come back down to 593, to 587, to 580 very easily, as again, this is below that 200-day moving average. So there's still potential for plenty of sell-off action to happen for the overall NASDAQ market. Also, the VIX index is at 20.29. Remember, whenever the VIX index is above 20, the market tends to more likely sell off than when VIX is below 20. Also, when it's above 20, there's much more volatility in the market, and that's exactly what we're seeing Thursday with a huge sell-off. Friday, slight recovery, sell-off, V-shaped, and then today, more selling pressure with a V-shaped recovery. So anything can happen with the markets. This volatility is insane, and I love it being a day trader. So again, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow morning, click the first link in the description, smash this like button, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your time, guys, and we will see you tomorrow morning for another live day trading session. Have a great day.